Inauguration, and 29 in numbers is Diana, 29 is on, as in on August 29th, AUG, and 29, Terminator 2 references, both of them are 29 as well. Lake as well is 29, so we'll see what lakes pop up during this, but 29 Diana. And so I was watching a film 2 nights ago, which was Die Hard with a Vengeance, which is the third in the franchise of Die Hard, and some interesting things came up during that film. And is everyone there? Let me know if you're in the chat. So 29 days, and some even say that 9/11 is a reference to 9, 119, 11/9, 9/11. Hey everyone, how you doing? So yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance, there were some interesting Easter eggs in that film. So there's a part where you see 9/11, so you see the Twin Towers. That's obviously before 9/11 occurred, and then they talk about well, there's a hit on the stock exchange. It's the Federal Reserve, actually. It's the Federal Reserve, so it's near the stock exchange. It's down at the tip of Manhattan Island, and all these things are going on, and they basically evacuate the area of all the police. They do a dummy thing with the schools. They point people over another distraction. They point they get them all out of that area, so they kind of do an evacuation thing. Anyway, so they show the towers. Jeremy Irons is in it. I think there's a clip with him. There's definitely a clip with Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis with the towers, and then there's references to pulling the plug. There's references to the amount of money that is in the Federal Reserve Vault. They say it's bigger than Fort Knox. And then there's a black woman in the film, literally a couple of minutes after they show the Twin Towers, and she says, oh, she wants to marry Donald Trump. So it's just there in the film. So there's all these references. So there's a reference to Trump, there's a reference to 9/11, there's a reference to pulling the plug. They also say that in Terminator 2, they say about August 29th. They pull the plug, there's a reference to pulling the plug here. And then the amount of money that they say is in the vault is $140 billion worth of gold bars. And 140 in numbers is the Trumps, the military, the currency, the apprentice, Tom numbers, the quantum. There's all these things, and they're all like within just a few minutes of each other in the film. Particularly the bit with the Twin Towers and the woman saying she wanted to marry Donald Trump, and then you see the stuff with the actual Federal Reserve. You see all the gold bars, the bullion, and the reference of 140 being Trump's, the quantum, the apprentice, the military. So there's lots of things in that clip. There's others as well in the Die Hard film. So I saw Die Hard at the cinema earlier in the week again, and then I saw Die Hard 2, and then this Die Hard with a Vengeance. And there's a Die Hard 4.0. I've got to see when that comes out. But there's cues and there's clues in all of these films, referencing future events with 9/11, but then also future events with the RV. Oh, that's another one. Okay, so in Die Hard 1, the first one, there's a guy who's the genius, like the computer guy, the hacker, and don't know his name. He's in other films as well. He reminds me of my friend. I had a friend, Dow Jock, used to play for college basketball, and he was into numbers, but he would write things on his wardrobe in like calligraphy of numbers and codes and stuff. So maybe I got affected by Dow back in the day. But this guy in Die Hard, he's a black guy, and he's got glasses, and he's like the genius of the coding. Anyway, so there's a part, you probably know it, but there's a part where the cops go in and try and take out the building, and they're not prepared for it. So Alan Rickman, Hans Gruber and his men, I met Alan Rickman once actually in the post office in Paddington of all places, and so the coder guy, they do such and such, and then this RV says, oh, they have an RV. So he mentions the RV, but then the RV, this armoured vehicle in this instance, gets blown to smithereens by these, I guess, short-range rocket launchers that the baddies have got. So there's a reference to the RV there, and we've had obviously similar things with RVs in what's the building, the Batman building, I can't remember, but there was an RV during all of this a few years ago, since 2020. But yeah, so there's an RV, and there's obviously an RV in Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad with Bryan Cranston, who I met as well. The opening scene of Breaking Bad is with an RV, literally an RV. But that's the recreational vehicle, so it's an old RV. It's not the armoured truck RV. But they've made references to RVs in Breaking Bad. And the thing about Breaking Bad is that actually comes to 74, which comes to Gematria, which comes to DeLorean. And then Walter White is 144. And 144, obviously the 144,000, the frequency. Hey Jojo, Dee, Leslie, Jeanette, Joy, Wandering Wood, good to see you. So there's some fun things. There's nostalgia. I like all my nostalgia of popular culture because it ties in. It's all connected with the things that we are seeing now, and that there's a reason those things are put out, and there's a reason that people remember them, because they're entertaining, but they're coded. Even the word nostalgia. So I was looking at one of Biff Don's tweets earlier today, not long ago actually, and he said about nostalgia, and I did the numbers on nostalgia, and guess what it comes to? It comes to 98, which is 9 plus 8, which is 17, which is Q. 98 is independence, 98 is mission, 98 is Romanov. So it's all those things. Anyway, so some interesting codes in the movies. Hey Lucy, how are you? Where are you from, Lucy? You might have told me before, but I can't remember. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Cranston is a good one. Unfortunately, he's been pretty negative about President Trump in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me that he's on the naughty step on the list for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, yeah, that makes sense. So, but yeah, we got 17 thumbs up, 81 in the chat. There you go. So, Julianne, nice to see you. Diana, Mississippi. There you go, Mississippi. Excellent. We got 92 in the chat now. Numbers, reverse Manhattan. All right, everyone, get on the list. Get on the Substack email list. I know a lot of you are on there already, which is great. I know some of you aren't, so get on there, because who knows what may transpire at any point between now and any time in the future. So get on the list. But more importantly, you'll be getting on my email list, and I'll be able to give you codes, extra codes on that list, and I'll give you special announcements there as well. Thanks, DK. Thank you, Nadine. Wandering Wood, thank you. And if you want to get some shungite and orgonite, you can. But I've got a lot of fun things coming up for you very soon, and you'll be first to hear about it. You'll be the first to hear about it if you're on the list. All right, everyone, much love. God bless you. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye.